When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You're making some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football around.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires on the move. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand,
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running, and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air. It's Applewhite. Grabbed in the middle. It's Berry. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll set up to throw. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide!
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Snagged out in the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, you name it.
You're running out of oxygen there. I hear you. There's so many great...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Punt is on its way. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
It's caught, and he's wrestled to the ground.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Missouri will have to send out the punt team.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Let's talk about Alabama. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Across the 35. Lots of room to run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Pucks it out of the air. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they're able to get him down.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grab near the sticks, it's Jordan. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Barry. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He's got 2. Come on. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Tide.
Number 6.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Alabama 42, Missouri 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll pull it down across the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Applewhite. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. They'll send the tight end in motion. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for the...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the move. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
Loses 3. Number 11 on to kick it away.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So Missouri will have to put it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dive. Explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Burt. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. You build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Card in the backfield. It's Singleton. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Burt. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. comes that Alabama offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going right to work up top. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Breaks the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touch. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. You know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And, David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
Back to pass. It's Burt. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. And after all of that, they'll take over inside their own 30-yard line.
Man, and you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. The guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Burt. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the beginning.